all, how was the luncheon? How was the fish? The same as 20 years ago?
It was an old fish. and you know, and even the waiters looked the same. It was the same guy. He said, "You remember me from 20 years ago?" But he was on crutches pouring coffee. It's the same experience, more or less. Yeah. The Academy continues.
A lot of the same faces in some way. You got Meryl there, you got Denzel.
Sure. Everyone was there. Friends, people I haven't seen in 20 years, you know.
Who were you excited to catch up with?
Gosh. Wow. Who did I catch up? I caught up with Denzel again.
Yeah.
I've been saying, but there's a lot of occasions now around this time where you get to bump into the people. And it was an interesting story with Denzel. We used to have the same agent. And he and Richard Gere and I had the same agent, and the agent would never let us all be in the same room at the same time.
Really? Why?
Because
I guess the competition?
Well, no, it's something to do with his business. He was like, even when you'd come over to his house, he changed the picture frames from the back to the front to make it look like you were the most important.
Was there any role that you wanted that went to Gere or Denzel or vice versa?
Of course, yeah.
Which
What'd you lose?
Oh, gosh, I don't even know. I think, you know, they'd circulate around, you know. But it was interesting because when he finally passed away is when the three of us all sat down to dinner together and had a great dinner.
And you roasted him.
And it was the first time we toasted him. It was the first time all three of us were ever together. So.
What's it like being back here now for Hacksaw Ridge? I mean, it's such an
great.
incredible film, and do you feel like you're getting embraced?
Yeah, well, apparently, I guess the Academy or the voters, to get a nomination is a big honor. I mean, it's very gratifying. So, you know, I'm glad to be numbered among the chosen. And that's enough for me, you know. I checked the odds in Vegas.
Yes. You did? And what were they?
66 to 1.
We'll take it.
Really?
That's a good bet.
That's a good number.
Does it feel different this time around?
It does feel different. I think because, I don't know, I think just because I've been around longer, it's different.
Yeah.
I'm more relaxed about the whole thing, you know, because there's no point in being anything else, right?
It's true.
So, you know, I'm not going to get all wound up about it. I'm going to just try and, like, observe, you know, and see if I can, you know, see if I can weather the storm that way.
Is it something you even thought about, being embraced again or just coming back? Was it even on your mind, or?
Not really. You know, basically all I want to do is just tell stories and try and tell them as well as I can on celluloid. Oh, it's not celluloid anymore, it's all digital, but tell them as well as I can, and that's the main goal. You know, tell a good story, and if the audience responds to it, I'm happy. If you get, you know, award nominations or accolades of that sort, I mean, it's just a cherry on top, you know.
What was the appeal of Desmond Doss's story that made you want to be the one behind the camera to direct it?
I think, you know, I looked at that story and it was like really the pinnacle of heroism.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't, I mean, a man who wouldn't bear arms and would go headlong and be the bravest in the midst of a hellish conflict and run headlong into something where he didn't have anything to defend himself and do it for the sake of his brothers. I mean, wow. What a remarkable story, and a true story. So,
and seeing him, Andrew Garfield, in this role reminded me of one of your first big breakout movie roles, Gallipoli. And it was sort of that same, you know, that war film, unflinching war movie, but yet passionate.
Yeah, Andrew comes to the table with a lot of goodies. This guy comes prepared, and he did a phenomenal job and managed to capture the essence of that man. And I think that I certainly hope, well, he's been nominated too, but I hope he's recognized on the night because he certainly deserves it. Well, there's many deserving people, but he's, you know, he's amongst the best that I've seen in his generation.